Hey guys, so some big gaming news just dropped at around 10:30, I think. Joe Staten is returning to Halo. He's going to be a lead, I think, for the duration of Halo Infinite's development. So let's get into it. We're going to be starting at GameSpot, then we're going to be going to IGN, and then we're going to be going to the Waypoint article. So let's start with GameSpot first. So Halo Infinite is bringing on one of the most veteran developers in Halo's history. Developer 343 Industries has confirmed that Joe Staten, who wrote Bungie's original Halo as well as Halo 2, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo Reach, is joining the Halo Infinite team as its project lead for the campaign. Staten's title at Microsoft is Senior Creative Director, and in that position, he helps numerous developers on their projects. He recently helped finish Tell My Why. Is that supposed to be Tell Me Why? Probably probably a typo, but let's continue, which is out soon, and now he will contribute to Halo Infinite. The team has been working hard realizing our vision for campaign, and we're happy to have Joseph's help to get it to the finish line. There we go. 343 Industries said in the blog post. The statement added, Joseph will be focused on supporting the campaign's team's existing talented creative leaders and ensuring they have everything they need to create an awesome Halo game. Staten will work on Halo Infinite for a bit, according to the statement, so this is seemingly a temporary position. From the sound of it, Staten is coming aboard to help finish Halo Infinite in a similar fashion to when Rod Ferguson joined the Bioshock Infinite team as a closer to help get that game out of the door. In addition to his work on the Halo series, Staten was the writer and co-creative director on Bungie's Destiny. We all know how that worked out. He also worked with Lord of the Rings movie director Peter Jackson on the Halo movie, though it eventually fell through. Writing on Twitter, Staten said he expects to stay quiet, so don't expect to hear much from him about his involvement with Halo Infinite. 343 has confirmed that the Master Chief Collection's head of publishing, Pierre Hintz, has joined the Halo Infinite development team as well as the project lead for Halo Infinite's free-to-play multiplayer. He and his team have demonstrated an amazing ability to deliver new content, an excellent flying program, and substantive updates across MCC over the past year, 343 said. We look forward to having his expertise directly on the Halo Infinite team as we look to deliver a quality free-to-play multiplayer experience for everyone. 343 also reiterated in its blog post that you should only trust Microsoft when it comes to news about Halo Infinite, which I'm assuming that's about all these leaks about them dropping the Xbox One version, the game being pushed back to 2022 apparently, but I'm assuming that they're debunking it right now. Okay, here we go. Over the past 2 weeks, we've seen the internet fabricate numerous stories and fake leaks that have made people scratch their heads, 343 said. From rumors of dropping support for the Xbox One to releasing the game in 2022, there seems to be new headlines popping up every day. As we get closer to sharing more and more news, please only trust statements that are made by official Halo channels, members of our studio leadership, or members of the community. Which that goes for every single game out there. Always believe it from the horse's mouth. I mean, unless there are reports everywhere that something happened, then only believe something that comes out from the developer's mouth, and that's exactly what they're presenting. 343 recently delayed Halo Infinite from holiday 2020 to an unspecified date in 2021. The company pushed the game to next year, due in part to development complications related to COVID-19 and the impact of working from home. We all knew that. Okay, and it looks like that's the end of the article for this one. All right, so next is IGN. Okay, I'm assuming this is going to mimic a lot of what the GameSpot article said, but we'll go through it to see if there's maybe like a tidbit of new information. So Microsoft and 343 Industries has confirmed that Joe Staten will be returning home to Halo for a bit. The news was revealed on Halo Waypoint, which we will be reading that article, further clarifying that Staten will officially be joining as project lead for Halo Infinite's campaign after helping launch Tell Me Why. So it was a typo. It wasn't just me being dyslexic this week. In addition to Staten, Pierre Hintz, the head of publishing team for Halo the Master Chief Collection, will be joining the Halo Infinite team as a project lead for its free-to-play multiplayer experience. So it looks like this is just mimicking what the GameSpot article said. Halo veteran Joe Staten, who was instrumental in the success of Bungie's Halo games, has been brought over to 343 Industries to help get Halo Infinite back on track. So, I mean, it definitely looks like there are developmental issues going on at 343 Industries, unfortunately. As reported by Bloomberg, Microsoft will also be shifting one more senior lead to Halo Infinite, as sources say these changes are to provide more expertise to the project. That's a little worrying to me. I'll go over that after we go through this article. Microsoft is expected to announce these moves as early as tomorrow, August 27th, which, I mean, at the time of this recording, it is this 27th. So I'm assuming later on in the day, obviously, we'll be getting more news maybe about this, but we'll see. Staten and the other senior lead will reportedly work with studio head Chris Lee and report to Bonnie Ross, the Microsoft VP who oversees 343. So Chris Lee, he took over Tim Longo's position as creative director. He's not creative director, but he took over creative direction of Halo Infinite. Staten began his career at Bungie in 1998 as a project manager on MIT2, Soul Blighter, and was the writer and director of cinematics for Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, the writer for Halo 3, Halo Reach, a creative consultant for Halo Wars, the writer and creative director of Halo 3 ODST, and the writer and co-creative director for Destiny. So needless to say, he obviously knows Halo. So that's good that they're bringing him back on. They're bringing on somebody who knows the franchise inside and out. That's always a good thing. Staten did leave Bungie in 2013 before the release of Destiny, and he rejoined Microsoft in 2014 to work on non-Halo games in the Xbox portfolio. According to Bloomberg, he was overseeing another Microsoft published game before this decision. I guess that's the Tell Me Why project. Okay, Halo Infinite was delayed to 2021 earlier this month, and it was undoubtedly a difficult decision as it was set up to be the marquee launch game for the Xbox Series X. For more Halo news, read the 343, whatever. But so, pretty much mimicking GameSpot. A little bit new news, which right here, where is it? Right here. Provide more expertise to the project. See, that worries me just a little bit. Because, I mean, I'm assuming the wording means that they just wanted to bring somebody on who knows the franchise inside and out, which, you know, it's completely fine if they meant it that way. But, like, based on the wording itself and, like, what people may interpret it as is that there isn't a set creative vision for the campaign in this sense. More expertise meaning that they're kind of like way in over their heads. That's kind of like screaming to me. But I mean, I don't necessarily believe that, but I mean, people can interpret it that way. So I don't know if they may need to work on the wording a little bit, but I mean, the next line does say that Microsoft is expected to make an announcement later on today. So we'll see about that. So familiar facts. So this is the Halo Waypoint blog post by Unishek. So we'll go here. So it's just addressing the 2021 release window now. Doesn't say anything about like if it's like in the holiday window, if it's in the spring window. I'm assuming it's probably going to be pushed back to a year. Free to play, talking about Halo's free to play multiplayer experience. View the soundtracks. Listen to these soundtracks; they're absolutely incredible. They don't have Set a Fire in Your Heart, but that's my favorite out of the three so far that they released. Definitely take a listen to those if you haven't yet. Trusted sources. So this is probably referring to the rumors of dropping the Xbox One version and like the pushback to 2022. Over the past 2 weeks, we've seen the internet fabricate numerous stories and fake leaks that have made people, including me, scratch their heads. So it looks like it's GameSpot took this word for word and brought it into their article. So I mean, we're going to just be going over it again. From rumors of dropping support for the Xbox One to releasing the game in 2022, there seems to be new headlines popping up every day. As we get closer to sharing more and more news, please only trust statements that are made official by the Halo channels, members of our studio leadership, or members of the community team. Okay, we know that. Helping hands. See if there's anything in here new. As the team focuses on hitting our new launch window for the game, 2 Halo veterans have offered their helping hands. Pierre Hintz, the head of our publishing team, MCC, will be joining the Halo Infinite team as a project lead for our free-to-play experience. He and his team have demonstrated an amazing ability to deliver new content and excellent piloting programs, substantive updates across MCC over the past year. We look forward to having his expertise directly on the Halo Infinite team as we look to deliver a quality free-to-play multiplayer experience for everyone. Okay. Again, both the previous articles did mention this. And last but certainly not least, we're excited to announce that our old friend Joe Staten will be returning home. Will be returning home to Halo for a bit. After helping launch T.W.i.T this week, he'll be coming on board as project lead for campaign as we push towards our 2021 release. The team has been working hard realizing our vision for campaign, and we're happy to have Joseph's help to get it to the finish line. I'm exhausted, guys. For those of you who don't know Joe Staten, he wore many hats while working at Bungie for all their Halo titles and even Destiny before joining the Xbox Game Studios family in 2014. If you enjoy Halo storylines, characters, and overall universe, he's definitely one of the key people you have to thank. As product lead on Halo Infinite, however, Joe will be focused on supporting the campaign team's existing talented creative leaders and ensuring they have everything they need to create an awesome Halo game. His return to the franchise excites me, and we're all looking forward to having him on board. Okay. So, I mean, that's pretty much news. Everything is just about, like, Halo esports. I don't really give a shit about that. But, Halo MCC, I mean, I'm pretty much all up to date with that kind of stuff. But, yeah, I mean, good news. Overall, good news. Having him on board is definitely a huge plus. Having somebody who knows Halo like the back of his hand is important. I always say having somebody who knows the franchise back and forth, up and down, I mean, it's essential in creating a product that will please everybody. Joe, he pretty much founded Bungie. He founded Halo. That was his vision. And they have him back on board, which is always a good thing. And having him in the Xbox Game Studios is really good since he could like reallocate him to different projects and he could have his hand in a lot of these different projects. So, I mean, is it surprising? I mean, in a way, I guess no, since he is affiliated with Xbox still and Microsoft. But I mean, the fact that they have him back on for this game is a good sign. Definitely a good sign, guys. All right. So with that being said, please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this news. This very good news. But I'll catch you guys in the next one.